I don't know. White privilege. I just don't see it.
Talking Points does not believe in white privilege.
Policymakers and power brokers continue to debate whether racial privilege even exists and whether to address such inequity.
I'm going to have to exempt myself under that white privilege plan.
White privilege is a way to silence anybody who is not of color.
White power in the United States is not new, and it dates back to when white settlers first came to this continent and ripped from Native Americans their lands, homes, and identities based on the idea that whites were superior. Other examples of the idea of white supremacy in U.S. history are enslaving Africans, the rise of terrorism from the KKK, Jim Crow laws, Chinese exclusion laws, and Japanese American incarceration. These traumatic events from our history of racism have left a mark on today's society called white privilege. White privilege has emerged as the unearned benefits that white people have because of the color of their skin and shows up in a large variety of ways, from smaller issues like shampoo in hotels being made for only white people's hair, people of color not being able to get a cab, Uber, or Lyft, and a noticeable lack of people of color represented in the media. But white privilege also comes into play in larger issues like police brutality, bias in the criminal justice system, the lack of teaching about people of color's history in core curriculum classes, and the recent college scandal. You may or may not be surprised to hear that every parent involved in paying to get their kid into an elite college by cheating was white. They felt they had to cheat because as elite colleges increase their diversity, a wealthy white student is no longer the only type of person that colleges want. Throughout history, people of color have struggled and been discriminated against, but as our nation finally begins to recognize our racist past and works on making changes for the future, suddenly, to those accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression.
Obviously, you've heard about the whole college bribery scam. What are your thoughts on that when you first heard the news and all that?
It trips me out how white privilege. Boy, white people, y'all had a good run.
As Caitlin Flanagan said in her article titled, "They Had It Coming," a smaller and smaller slice of pie for people who were used to having the fattest piece of all.
I don't know. White privilege. I just don't see it.
You know what you need?
What are these?
White privilege glasses. Helps you see the world the way we do.